Welcome back to Lian's Garden. I hope you're doing well and the weather warming up. I do feel that it's starting hot. I feel that this year, even though we got so much rain, but the temperature, I still feel much hotter than last year already. But anyway, no complaining. I think that my roses loving it at the moment because so much rain before, just kind of make them to hanging down because all the flowering but as well. I did some shopping the other day in Spalding and I very pleased that I found some beautiful citrus trees here. I'm going to show you and I'm going to grow them in two container like this. Let me show you this container. They are quite large. I think maybe 40 centimeter width. So these little citrus trees here, I think they can live happily at least 2 years in this container, but I think. So yeah, and before the next step, after 2 years, I might repot them in very large container. These two citrus trees here, I haven't had the variety I haven't had in my garden, so that's why I saw this. I'm so excited about that. And this one is blood orange and Arnold. It's a variety called Arnold. I got two other variety of blood orange. One is called what is it, Taroka? I got two of that and they starting to flowering now after 3 years. And I got another blood orange. They call more like pink orange, but the flavor is really nice and very sweet too, quite sweet to compare to other citrus trees. And it's called Calacara. And this variety, some of the website they say can go to 5 meters. Oh, that's big! But you know, if I go them in the container or this tree in container, it's not going to get big like that. I told it that. And I find citrus trees very easy to put them back as well. So I'm not worried about the size. And at the moment, I just were concerned about how to get them to get fruit in the future. And here is the grafted variety. So normally when we plant the fruit tree in anywhere in the ground or container, we don't want to bury the graft area. So we at least to leave them around 5 or 10 centimeter between the soil level or the mulch into the grafted area. And they often recommend don't put the mulch near to the trunk of the plants, otherwise the plants or they're going to have more chance to get rotten or out of disease as well. So here I got the plants on that day. It looking a little bit sad and droopy, and my friends he suggested maybe not buying it, but I was really want it, so that's why I bought it. But after that, it's sitting just a corner there, if you know the corner there. And then just for a week now, and I'm so pleased with that. I just water it and keep it have a very good sunshine, and now it's looking really good. So pleased with that. So if you buy the plants from the nursery or from anywhere from the hardware store, it's better to let the plant just sitting down just into the area like part shade area, so it kind of for let them to climatize into your area, so they won't get shocked. You know, even the plants they prefer to be in full sun, but when you just got them from the store, you should let them to be in part shade area and climatize into your area. So that is the tip I really want to give you about that. And this is by the way, this is very true red color of the blood orange. So normally they are growing the blood orange. If you want them to turn very deep red color, and you must live in the area that have quite cool temperature in the spring, for them to turn very deep red color. But of course it depends on the variety as well. But I think if you live in the very hot climates and you don't have a chill hour, and then they won't turn deep red like this, you know. But I find that when they turn to deep red like this, the flavor is really nice, because I did bought some blood orange the other day at the market. I really like it, and the bits that they have a deep red color, the taste is really good and have a deep flavor. So I'm excited about this variety as well. And here is the orange. So this orange tree is called, I think it's very new to me actually. I never heard about this variety, but maybe it's new. This called Japanese seedless mandarin, so that means no seed at all. And you can see on the picture here, it's looking very juicy and they say that it's very sweet as well. Oh, by the way, the blood orange I just showed you, they say it's very sweet and juicy as well. And I'm so excited about that. And this also, I'm so excited because, you know, I got one mandarin in my backyard that my father-in-law had me to put some structure and to cover the trees in the winter. But over the winter, the fruits still get like frozen because the freezing temperature. And that's variety, I think, Emperor. And they ripening quite late, so that's why when they were ripening and the frost come, it just shriveling it down on the fruit. And I might still keep it for this year. Maybe I will double, like cover it. Like last year I did use what is that, frost cloth, but maybe this year I will wrap around it with the clear plastic as well. Maybe that could help too. But anyway, I still keep that tree for now. But I really wanted trees because I did some research. They say this variety ripening earlier. So that means they want. I mean, the fruits will ripen before the frost hit us. So that means the fruits won't get like frozen. Because I do have 2 other mandarins in my front jar, and then they ripen like before the frost arrives. So we always have fruit on those trees. So yeah, I want another mandarin tree as well, and this one is seedless. While the emperor mandarin that I have in my backyard, lot of seeds on. So I was a little bit disappointed about that tree, but you know, that tree when I bought it, when I was at the beginning gardening, I think that tree maybe the 3rd or the 4th trees that we bought when we moved in this property. So this tree, when I read some information about the tree. They say that this cold resistant and very sweet and juicy and vigorous grower, and have it say here early maturity and smooth thin skin and seedless. So excited about that. And they say this on the task here it doesn't mention, but I did read online. They say it go around 3 to 4 meters width and high. Of course, so I will go with the container. So I don't think I will let it go too tall like that, or it might be restricted because of the space of their it's growing. So of course, I did mention before I will trim it if it go too big. So I'm going to use like very premium potting mix to potting up this tree, and the tree look very good and healthy, you know. And I just use, and let me show you some piece of styrofoam here. I just put at the bottom of the container like to stop the potting mix block the drainage. And then I just pour the potting mix on the top of that, and then I just repot the plant. So here we go. The root is very healthy. It doesn't seem tangled too much, but I just very lightly just tease it out a little bit so it's not too tangled. Alright guys, all done, and I use sugarcane to use its mold for this tree. Now the weather warming up now. I think today the maximum maybe 23, but I feel so hot already. And when I'm doing this work or this job, and so if I just use the mulch like this, at least I will like have to water them less often. But when they are just newly planted like this, I just water them maybe every second day, and after that, a week after that, I will reduce the water for them, maybe water them every 3 or 4 days. I will depend on if I keep them like out in the open space and have lots of rain and maybe I don't have to water them as often, but we'll see because the weather warming up as well. Just the important thing, you need to keep them moist, okay? And I won't use any fertilizer for them today because when they just exposing to I did tease one of the root of the plant out just a little bit. They're quite like susceptible as well, so we don't want to get their roots got burned. So I will wait for at least a week or two, and I will fertilize them, just citrus fertilizer. And then they prefer to be full sun. So if you just think like orange trees or lemon trees or tangerine, all those trees or all those fruit trees, they are sweet. So if you want your fruit to get sweet, you need to place them in full sun, 8 hours of direct sunlight or even more. But if you go like lemon tree or lime tree, they can be tolerate in kind of like part sun as well, like 8 hours of direct sunlight. They will do quite well as well, because I do have some of those trees and in different color in my backyard, and they do quite well because they generally their fruit they are sour. So I think that is for the video today. One more thing I want to show you that over here you can see like the mold and the soil a little bit higher than the rim of the pot here, because in the future, or at least a few more weeks, the soil or the potting mix they will settling down, and then they just bring the plants down as well. So because I got so many experience with the other container as well, if I just leave them a little bit like gap like this, and after that in the future, the plant go a little bit further as well, quite much further too. So example, like this container, like all of this container. Before I place them quite tall, like near to the rim of the container. Now they were 10 centimeters down at the base of the plant. And the same for the 10 yellow tree as well. So in the future, if the soil just sinking down and the plant still have quite a lot of depth of the soil for it to grow as well. So I think that is for the video today. I hope that you enjoy it, and see you on my beautiful newly fruit tree, and see you next video. Bye bye.